I'm Clay Shannon and I live in Arroyo Grande, California. We really like that we're close to the beach. The climate year-round is really great here in Central California on the coast, and we like having a little bit more space. I built a 2,000 square foot, 40 by 50 metal building, and built it to support my hobbies and my wife's hobbies. And I'm a little bit of a tinker. I was an engineer in my career, and it's just a nice place to go hang out. We put the climbing wall in that can adjust the height so that you can make it really, really hard or a little bit easier. So my wife is into climbing. Not so much, but I'll do it. Bought a golf simulator, and that's sitting in the back of there. I do a little bit of woodworking, so all the saws and drills, etc. I've got room for that. Got a little office in there and a bathroom, which is key, so I don't have to keep walking in the house to go to the bathroom. And I still want to work on some kind of a vehicle someday. We've got dunes nearby, so maybe it's going to be a Jeep or a dune buggy or something. So the other garage door there is intended to have room for a vehicle to get worked on. We wanted to have at least 2 doors on the building, one on the side and one on the front. We picked enough windows to hopefully let enough light in, and we're pretty happy with the windows. Wanted to have large overhangs that you can see, just to kind of match how the house style is going, not make it look too industrial, kind of fit the lot a little bit better. The colors we picked also tried to match the house as best as possible. First things, we wanted to make sure it was big enough to put our RV in it, because we paid for RV storage for a long time and want to keep our current RV in good shape, but we bought just 3-4 years ago. So I like having a lot of open space. We did our whole careers down in Los Angeles in a tiny house, and we retired and looked forward to coming with a little more land, and always wanted to have a workshop. So I found the space, and there you see, what's left is back there, yes. Yeah, gutters was a last minute addition. We weren't gonna do it, and then talking with other people and talking with Eric on the phone, he really recommended it, and I said, oh, let's go for it. I did a lot of how to do this, how to do that, you know, when I was like running into, how the heck do I bring the eaves together and those trim? And there's actually a lot of product out there to see to help you visualize. You know, you got the plans in your hand, but you know, I don't build these things more than once in my life here. One thing that got me was torquing all the I-beams with the big bolts to each other. So I had to have an inspector come out and inspect my torques, right? Part of the county. And the guy comes out here, brings his torque wrench out. I'm like, I didn't know I could use a torque wrench. Yeah. He goes, he's like, dude, he's like, these nuts, you need this much on it. Okay. They're holding up, and the paint is holding up great. Well, it was a little bit scary. I hadn't even experienced a Tele-handler before, but it was a blast using it. And you know, the whole goal was not to kill myself building this building. So we're trying to be very careful. I had several helpers come in and out when need be, when you need more than one set of hands. But there's a lot of screws, and I just took the attitude one at a time, and there it is. Yeah. You got to have the right tools to help put these things up. Telehandlers are everything to get all the big stuff up. So I just rented these things, and they were perfect for what I needed to build the building, and safe. When it comes to hand tools, bought the real rivet gun, not the electric rivet gun that I love, and that saved me with all the trim. And then, of course, cutting the metal panels. It's never super easy, so I had a couple different tools I used, but the little nibbler was probably the most effective for most of the cuts, especially when you're going along, not going across the bumps. First and foremost, thank my wife for putting up with me and letting me do this, and she gave me a lot of help, took us both a little bit out of our comfort zone. Her sister and her sister's husband helped me suffer through some of the wainscoting and figure out some of that stuff. And another local friend, Dean, who helped with some of the heavy stuff as well. Very few problems to begin with. I mean, the whole thing was amazing how that many parts can go together and really fit. It's amazing. There was one bracket that was welded up near the garage door in the wrong spot. I called Great Western, and Eric himself answered, and he's like, nope, we'll solve it right away. And I think 2 days later, I had a special custom bracket made, sent to me with some bolts. So all I had to do is drill a couple holes and add the bolt, and it was in the right spot, and I continued on. So there was a couple other things I had questions with, and they were answered very fast, kept me moving along. So really enjoyed the interaction.